death is something us baby boomers are having to deal with our parents, with our friends, with ourselves. What is it? What does it mean? Someone came to Ramana Maharshi after his 3-year-old son had just died. He didn't console them so much as have them look inside themselves. The only way that you'll understand another's death is to know in yourself what never dies. And that grief will be way lessened if you know that your loved one is eternal and nothing that is ever was really them. The blood, the bones, the personality, the persona, the ever-changing myriad of who people think they are. That was never who they really were. An interesting thing is that you can see all these people dying around you, but you never really feel like you're gonna die. And that's a pointer, because you're not gonna die. Who we are does not die. And we feel like we're ever young, even though we're getting older and older, our spirit remains just as juicy and alive and aware as it ever was. And the spirit is the same in us all. This one self, without a persona, without a form. Being, pure being, doesn't die. And so the only way not to have grief for your loved ones that are falling off all around you is to understand that who they are, who they really are, is not gone. There's nowhere to go. We are all this pure being. You might want to call it consciousness, God even, or bliss. The thing to do is to know that in yourself. So good to start before you're on your deathbed, probably, so that you're clear. So let these friends that are dying around you be a goad to understanding your own existence way before you're on your deathbed. So much dabada. And I noticed a lot of folks are getting Alzheimer's disease and dementia. What's happening with that? What is actually decaying and dying? Is that who they really are? The persona is falling off, but there's something that's very alive still in them. The bright spirit of who they really are doesn't diminish, doesn't get sick, doesn't decay. And even though it seems like their social norms are not intact and their persona may be changing, which is our persona anyway. which of all the myriad of things we've been in our life, from baby to angry to enlightened to sick, dying, diseased, funny, inequality, it's so fleeting. But there's something in each of us. You could call it the silent place that is always existent. And that's the thing you want to know really, really well. It's not a place. It is you. So Ramana gives us this inquiry. Who am I? Know yourself. Why live this whole life without knowing who you really are? You could call it your true identity, but it's actually identity-less identity, or an eyeless eye. Some scriptures say, die while alive. What does it mean? Well, before you start to die while alive, you can know that who you really are will not die. That intuition you have that you're going to live forever is true. So let everything else die. It's nothing real that ever dies. Fleeting forms, qualities, all those pass away. They die. They come, they go. Whatever comes will go. So die to all those fleeting forms instead of identifying yourself with who you seem to currently be. Just like you identify yourself with a form in your dream at night. It's fleeting. No need to call it me or mine. Die while alive. Nothing gruesome about it. Super joyful. And just the way is to just inspect your own existence clearly. Normally people are looking at everything else other than their own existence. The environment, their friends, some screen or another. Die while alive. Know yourself.